Hey everybody, welcome to Leon's Chainsaw Parts and Repair. After my disappointment with the 870, that's going to be on the back burner until I can source another crankcase and tank, which I've got some leads on. I'm working that. Let's get back to the XL-122 automatic that Al sent me, and we need to go through and repair some things. So I noted that the reed was actually missing. You can see it from this side. These are the incorrect screws that are in it. I've got some ready to go. These shoulder screws are what should have been holding it on, and the fact that I think at least one of these has damaged threads is a problem for me. That one's damaged. I might be able to tap it out. That's the only one that still has the original proper thread size on it. And more than likely what happened is this one broke off and it was drilled out. And I totally understand that. But I want to use the right screw, so we're going to see what we can do here. And I also see that this one is bent down, so I'm going to try something dumb real quick and see if I can bend it back. Oh yeah, well that moves. Oh, it's been riveted on, so it broke off too. Interesting. Okay, we got all kinds of stuff to work on here. I am not at all confident that I have a welder here that I could tack that into place without burning through. So that's a later problem. First off, I think we're going to mount, I don't know why I put that back, probably because it was the wrong one. We're going to see if we can mount the reed in here. Whoa. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Come on, baby. There we go. This muffler body is unique to the reed muffler, and it would appear that it is made of a substance called unobtainium, based on my attempts at locating anything. So therefore, we're doing what we're doing here, and we're going to repair everything as best we possibly can. Alright, that stuff can just go away. And that's not totally unthreaded. There we go. Alright, so the way this works is the engine pull... Oh, jeez. Reed stop's broken too. I'll have to check and see if I have one of those. I think I might. This whole cap is distorted just a little bit. So the way it works is the engine pulse pushes the reed out, and then when it goes down on the intake stroke, it'll pull it back shut. And this is meant to keep it from bending too far out and breaking off. So that ideally is how it should be installed. Now that I know I've got a broken stop, I'm going to go see what I can find. Come back. Okay, I'm going to say this was not the common failure part because I have 10 more of these in stock. That feels pretty good. That one's going to go where it belongs, and I'm not going to feel bad about it. So you just got to line everything up. And it's anti what you would think, in the sense that it is mounted at an angle like that. So your first instinct is to keep trying to push it straight, and that means that your stuff's not going to line up. Now, am I out of spot, or do I have a thread problem here? What the hell's the deal? There we go. Helps to be trying to screw into the right spot. I'm going to assume that there's a little gunk in the trunk there. I may back those out and put some anti-seize on them at some point. Okay, so that is what it should look like. And that pushes open. It actually takes some effort. It's a strong read. Pretty cool. Alright, so what the hell do we do with this? Well, these are 1032. I can... I think... Number one, I like using the saw where it's mounted. That's going to be better than much anything else. I think we can run a tap through there and clean that one up. What I am questioning is whether we can, without ripping the nut off, drill it out and put a threaded insert in this one. And boy, I don't know. You know we're going to try it though. Because the truth is, what do we have to lose? And the answer to that, in my estimation, is not very damn much. So we'll try and chase that one thread first. What size is that? That is 832. That is not correct. Which means that has to be 1032. Alright. I don't want to do any more damage. Let's see how this goes. Help if that didn't move while I was trying to do that. It's definitely a weak spot at this point. There's already a hole there. I may... Oh yeah, that'll hold. See, what I may do is use a short machine screw instead of that little rivet. Pop rivets, aluminum on mufflers worries me. Let me just put it that way. Worries me a lot. I don't like it. Alright, so that one will work. And that one's good. Well, yeah, there we go. Nice and smooth there. This one doesn't have... It's missing about the top thread and a half. I think that'll be okay. I know I'm spending a lot of time jabbering about this, but I don't want to screw up what I cannot replace. Yeah, man. Now this nut has been brazed in place on the side here. Because the way, however these were, there was some sort of a crimp nut in that you have a full nut, but there was metal that was then rolled over. And that's what originally held it in place. They weren't welded. Now that one being brazed, I don't know how good it is brazed. So this says I need a 13/64 drill. Maybe it's already to that point. I don't know. Oh, okay, it's right at that point. Okay. I wonder if I'm redoing what somebody else has already done. And if I am, that means their repair was not successful. Okay. Again, not a super huge amount to lose here. So I don't know what thread size that is, but it's nothing useful. This time I'm going to use actual oil. Oh, I sure hope this works. I don't feel like I'm cutting a new thread, folks. Although, yes I did. I see some metal on there. Oh yeah. I did something. Yeah, I did something. Alright, I'm going to blow that out. So now I need to clean that oil out so that the Loctite I plan to use will have any chance in hell of setting up. I don't know if the camera is picking up the rain in the background. It's not super cold. This is a warmer storm, but it's almost an atmospheric river. The allegation is that the higher elevations of the Cascades could pick up 1 to 2 feet of snow today. And our snowpack is already looking pretty amazing. So that would be icing on the cake, I guess. Ooh, not so much. I had some of this red dry up in the neck here, and yeah, that was interesting. So I finally broke it loose. There is still some good stuff down below. I sure do have to wonder if somebody has tried this before me. I guess the only good thing is that it's clear. If they did, the engine didn't swallow it. And the reason that's clear is because the engine's not screwed up. Oh yeah, right there. Oop. Get back on there. All right. Looks like I'm about due to restock my 1032 inserts here. Okay, we need to break that little tang out of the bottom and not let it go in the engine. There she is. Okay. In theory, yep, it's a little tight. I don't totally like that feel, but these nuts are so hard I'm not sure the tap cut the relief as deep as it normally would. But that didn't move at all as I was bringing this out. So all I can do is run with it, you know what I mean? So I don't want to take this apart more times then I have to. Yeah, that kind of a pop rivet, that aluminum got hot and melted. I don't know how I would feel about that. Well, no, I do know how I'd feel about that. Let's just see what little options we have at our disposal here. Before I go to the Homelite bin, I'll go to my junk drawer over here. Before I get too carried away here. There we go. Okay. What do you guys think? I think it'll work. Yeah. That is nowhere near touching. Now you were supposed to start. You're not supposed to do that. Thank you. You just do what I tell you to do. I knew that was going to happen. Some of this stuff's kind of tedious, but yeah. Dumbass. Okay, let's see how this all goes together. Alright, that means I've got that positioned right. Not yet, you don't do that. That is good right there. Now my repaired thread. Whoo! Sweet. God, it's got good compression. Well, all right. Time check here. Oh, I am due somewhere else, so we can call that good. And we will come back when I have some more time. I think what we're up to next, unless I'm missing something, I think we're down to a carburetor service. Yeah. What we'll do next, we'll go through that SDC-21 real quick. Maybe, just maybe, need to do an oil cap. Maybe we'll hear it run today. Come back. So I'm really betting we're not going to have to do a whole lot in this carburetor. The only reason that we're going to pull it and check is really because the saw was not listed as running. And I just want to be certain that we've gone through everything, you know? Alright. Gasket looks good. Because we're here, I'm going to check. Oh, that's tight. Yep, that hasn't been off. Alright. Got a little bit out of that one. Let's take a peek at what we have in the carburetor. I see a little residue, the old hose there. And I see a little bit more right there. So actually, before I get that cover off, I'm going to see if I can wire wheel that away. Vast majority of it. It's definitely remnants of old fuel there. That's varnished up and nasty. In case it wasn't 100% evident, the family is getting ready to take off. But again, I'm sure that was 100% evident. Oh. Okay. This doesn't look terrible. A little bit of shizat in the screen there. Those diaphragms look good. I say just a little bit of crap in the screen that I'm going to scrape that loose and see if the old air hose can't blow it out. Now, I am curious what could have been going on to do that to those two screws, or why somebody would choose to do that. I've never seen a Homelite screw like that. That's very odd to me. I guess it doesn't mean that I just simply haven't come across them. But there's not a terrible lot on these saws that I haven't come across at this point. That looks really intentional. It's not totally uniform, so maybe somebody did it. Wonder if it's right at the gasket. Yeah, it's inside of that. I can't tell you. I don't know what the hell that's all about. Let's check our metering diaphragm here. And if that's good, we will fire this bad boy up and listen to it. I'll save the bar grind and the chain sharpening for later. Oh, I'm not going to be saying I'm convinced that was connected, but I think it was. but I don't know that it was. God, everything looks really good here. Really good. Let's do a pressure test for grins. Oh yeah, that's good positive action. See if I can put this on. Look at that. Yeah, baby. Alright, now these SDCs can be squeamish about that height of the arm, but it didn't go down. Pressure didn't bleed off when I pushed down tight there, so I think we're good. Alright, that's enough for a test run. Now this, okay, this is an unvented cap. I've been down this road. We'll see. It's very possible that that fuel tank vent needs serviced. But even if it does, we ought to be able to at least make this thing bark. And I don't want to jack up this cover by running it without a bar, you know what I mean? That reed valve has a, on the muffler, has a very distinct sound to it. With where everything was set, I was almost afraid I was going to be chasing another freaking air leak, but that actually sounds pretty good. And the idle will actually come down a little bit more when I get the air filter on. So that's good. That's really good. Like I said, this is a saw. It's fairly elusive here in the United States. Well, because it was an international export model. So there we have it. I'll get the bar cleaned up. It needs to... Oop. Looks like I could close those rails a smidge. Doesn't need a hell of a lot of work, but I'll close the rails a bit, run it across the bar shop, true up the flat edge. Chain definitely has some dull spots, so we'll run it over the grinder, but there she is, Homelite XL-122, going into my collection. Catch you guys on the next one.